All right, you guys. So Jay-Z snaps on Tony Buzbee. He is very upset about the entire lawsuit situation. He actually did a interview, I think with GQ, basically going in talking about how heated he was that Tony Buzbee came to those allegations, or the girl came to Tony Buzbee with those allegations, and that he said he lived by a street code, no women, no children, and that what I'm saying, when Tony Buzbee did that, dropped us. He said you need to be sure, for sure, for sure, especially when you dealing with a dude like me, blase blah. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z said he was heated about that. Now that situation, they're still fighting in some courts. I know one case got thrown out that Jay-Z had against Tony Buzbee. He lost that one case in California, but I think they have other cases going against each other right now. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to get Tony Buzbee's attention, where Tony Buzbee's probably going to respond. I think this is enough to get Tony Buzbee's attention, where he's going to respond to that. I think it's one of them situations now. I think it's at a point where, I think it's beyond if. I think he's going to respond. Let me let y'all hear what Jay-Z had to say, and then I'll finish up.
How would you rate your 2025, like, looking back on the last year?
It was hard. Really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like, I was really heartbroken by, like, everything that occurred. Mm-hmm. With all, like, we in the space now where it's just, like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Buzbee,
the civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
that shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a person like me. Like, even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. Morals, integrity, code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like, it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that.
Mm-hmm.
We was gonna walk through that because first of all, it's not true, and the truth is, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026.
So Jay-Z, man, and he's saying he had uncontrollable anger at Tony Buzbee over the situation and that girl. Now, they're in court fighting right now, still, over these situations. Certain courts are fighting. I know the California case again, Tony Buzbee won that case. That case got thrown out. But right now, Jay-Z and Tony Buzbee, I think they still got litigation in other states that are going on right now. Jay-Z, from what I'm hearing, he wants to reveal this girl's identity. He wants her identity revealed. They're fighting that. Tony Buzbee also has other litigation going on surrounding Jay-Z, I would say, as well. So they got litigation going on against each other, man. This situation is not going nowhere, and it's not getting good. It's not getting healing anytime soon. This is one of them situations where this feel like it can go all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z, hey man, like I said, he said he was so upset. Now, again, I expect Tony Buzbee, now that Jay-Z has come out and spoken on this, I think that this is something that Tony Buzbee, I believe, will respond to. So I think that this is something that Tony Buzbee's going to come out and make a response to this. I truly think that. I think that's how it's going to go down with this one. But y'all got to let me know what y'all feel about this, man, in the comments, man. This situation right here, man, it is gonna, it's You know, now that this interview has come out, now I think it's a lot of stuff is going to be brought back up in the mainstream media. Now that this interview is out with GQ, I think a lot of things are going to be brought back to the forefront as far as that Jay-Z, Tony Buzbee thing. It kind of died down. You know what I'm saying? It kind of died down in the public eye. And so, you know, some people would ask, well, Jay-Z, why would you even bring it back up? And Jay-Z will probably tell you, hey, man, look, you know, Jay-Z probably feel a way about it. So, you know, he gonna feel how he gonna feel regardless. You know? And the same thing with Tony Buzbee. Tony Buzbee gonna feel how he feel. Obviously, Tony Buzbee still say he stand on what he felt. They saying the girl still coming out saying now that, you know, the girl, the last time she said something, she said that she stood by her allegations. You know, she claims that the people that came up there, that wasn't true and they tricked her or whatever she was saying. Well, Jay-Z and them people claim that, nah, this is what it is. So we're going to have to see how this pans out. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about this, man. This one right here. I was surprised that Jay-Z did an interview. I'll be honest with y'all. I was surprised he did an interview about that, or talking about that. I'm surprised he even came out and agreed to even talk about that. So, you know, especially with the ongoing litigation they got going on. But now I definitely expect a Tony Buzbee response for this situation. But we'll see, man. Jay-Z coming out hard, man. He said he had uncontrollable anger. And I mean, rightfully so. But I mean, somebody put allegations on you and you saying it's not true and it's against a youngin', yeah, you would be too, you know, if it wasn't true. So, but Tony Buzbee and the girl, they saying otherwise. Jay-Z saying one thing. We'll see how it pans out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.